podcast, and I think it's like, man, shout out to the Breakfast Club, though. I'm not. We will get into Charlamagne's other situation a little bit later. But I do want to say here, I guess, because I played the clip of him talking about Charlie Kirk. I mean, realistically, the only other place to go for the day is, man. I said this before, and I'll continuously just keep on saying this, bro. Like, Nicki Minaj don't make good enough music no more for me to sit here and feel like any type of way of not sitting here saying cancel her or whatever the case may be, bro. I don't care. Her music ain't good enough no more. Like, it ain't nothing to sit here and be like up in arms for. But the crazy thing is just to see people still trying to defend her. Like, again, like I think sometimes the internet be having y'all be in your own lives and your own delusions. Cause it's like, bro, there's no way in the world you should even still be trying to defend this. If you are a working class person and you go to work every day and you have any type of like struggles in life, if it's you being gay, you being black, you being Spanish, or whatever the case may be, there's no way on God's green earth you can sit here and say in good faith that you can condone the way Nicki Minaj is moving right now. Like, bro, her music don't slap that hard. Like, you ain't sitting here like, again, and I can't speak for everybody. I'm just sitting here saying for me, if I never hear another Nicki Minaj song ever in life again, bro, I'm cool. And I wouldn't care. And shout out to Nicki, because Nicki was the first famous person to ever repost one of my videos. So I'm not sitting here saying it like I hate Nicki Minaj. Like, literally, I appreciate her for doing that. But the shit she's doing right now, bro, it's corny. You can't, it's no other way to sit here and say that. And it's just like, and I seen even people like, oh man, I see her setting it up. So next time she drop an album, she gonna do like 500,000 because she getting a whole new fan base. Like, bro, again, that goes into that generation of, oh, I don't care. They got the bag. Like, bro, that's corny, dog. For the people who sit here and got you to be to the level of who you are as Nicki Minaj, it's no way in hell you can sit up on that stage and sit here and be like, bro, like, why? Like,
why now? Why now?
And you know why now? Because, nigga, we just did a top 10 Billboard hottest female rappers of 2025, and she was nowhere near to be thought of, and nobody outside of a Nicki Minaj fan thought she should have been on it.
But that's my thing for you. For people would even say, oh, she gonna get a new fan base, but why now? You should have did it when your album came out. That was the case.
Yeah, maybe in her mind, she probably still felt like she could still kind of do something different, or think that it was like it was another chance for her to do something different, bro. It's clip. And it don't have nothing to do with just her being on the stage, but she just don't put out good enough music no more, neither. The music just don't hit no more. You can't sit here like, I'm sorry, dog. Like, Nicki Minaj ain't put out a slap. When the last time you listened to Everybody? Because that was the only standout song from off that project. So it's right. Like, come on, dog. Where's the joint she was actually talking? Because I don't want to play the music part.
What did she come out to?
I don't want Nicki Minaj, a super bass.
Have the utmost respect and admiration for our president.
And real quick, before I even finish playing this, and for all the people to sit here and be like, "Oh, you can," it's cool to have opinions on different sides. For Nicki Minaj, yeah, for her just as a person, just on her I don't even know what her financial status is anymore, because I think at this point she doing a lot of this just off the strength because her pockets may be clapped and tapped. But all I'm just sitting here saying is it's cool for however you want to vote and whatever you cool. But when you sitting here saying people who championed you are the same people that these people disagree with from the LGBTQ. Let's be clear. Even when I'm sitting here saying like I don't think Nicki Minaj is a top 10, the people who going to sit here and say and give you some pushback 9 times out of 10 is always going to be a gay person, and that's not no shade to gay people. But sometimes y'all got to stand up for yourself, because you can't sit here and want to stand up for yourself when Boosie say something crazy and you want to cancel him, or you want to cancel Jess Hilarious, but you don't want to cancel Nicki Minaj for going on stage with a bunch of people who hate y'all. Like, are you serious? Like, that be my point of sitting here saying, like, you can't sit here and pick and choose when you want to stand for your community and want people to speak up for y'all. Because if that's the case, then you should sit here and want to cancel Nicki Minaj right now. Because guess what I'm telling you? Go just Google any of those talking points from anybody that be on that stage with them people, or anybody who sit here and stood up and felt some type of way about Charlie Kirk when he got killed. Like, if any of those situations, there's no way in God's green earth you can sit here and tell me that you okay with what Nicki doing, bro. I don't care. Her music don't hit that hard, dog.
I mean, just in the same fact, Lil Wayne took a picture with Trump,
and niggas was trying to kill, but he got out of jail. He actually got out of jail for that.
For Nicki, I don't get it.
Like, niggas try to kill Snoop, you try to kill Nelly, and all of these other niggas. And all they did was perform. Though she got on stage and actually spoke. And again, I'm not trying to shade Nicki, but let's just call a spade a spade. Nicki Minaj does not have more classic songs than Snoop or Nelly, and y'all wanted to cancel both of them. I still want to hear it's getting hot in here. I still want to hear Air Force Ones in my grill. Like, I still want to hear, though. I still want to hear Nelly and Kelly. I don't care if I never hear another Nicki Minaj. Oh, what the hell is this nigga doing? Come on, Mark Andrews. What's up with you, dog? Man, this nigga be boring.
Have the utmost respect and admiration for our president. He has, I don't know if he even knows this, but he's given so many people hope that there's a chance to beat the bad guys and to win and to do it with your head held high and your integrity intact. He's from Queens, New York, like me. So, but what it's shown me personally is sometimes, you know, even in the worst feeling times in your life, you think that you're never going to come back from it. I have, but you do. And our president shows that. He's been through every single thing a person could be through publicly. Having to constantly be lied on. It's not really that funny. Until you are in that person's shoes that's being lied on, you'll never understand what it feels like. That person is a human being. They have a family who has to read those lies. And that's not, and it's just not fair. But you do. We won't be silenced ever again. We will speak up for Christians wherever they are in this world. Amen. We won't be silenced. Dear young men, you have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president. And you have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. Yes, we did. You have to laugh about it, truly. I have been called every single thing, and you know what? God is so good, you let it roll right off your back. And this is what's so beautiful about this moment, because if the internet wants to clip it, who cares? I love this woman.
They're young men.
I'd rather play somebody, let somebody else, and can close this one out. And this is the crazy. This woman because I'm sure you may be able to hear, but let me sit here and say that this is a white woman, and you can probably hear it in her tone of her voice and the way she even kind of execute this. And this speech is my point. Like, bro, I can't believe Nicki. Like it and again, real quick, but before I even play this. No, this doesn't take away that Nicki Minaj is still one of the greatest rappers, period. Woman or man, but this is corny, and it ruins your legacy, and this will sit here and like. Again, I do think Nicki Minaj fans is that delusional where they may not care and they may still be cool with this and won't give a goddamn and still be a Bob and rep her to the fullest. But I think for the person who kind of was just like, I'm just a Nicki fan or I can just respect her rapping, it's going to make it hard for those people to sit here and say, I still respect you as a rapper, because it's going to be hard for me to respect you as a person.
She don't put on no good raps.
No, you can't, because I think the difference between even for her and Wayne, if you just kind of keeping it in that camp, is Wayne may not be able to put out a good album no more by himself, but Lil Wayne still put out classic features. You can still go get a Lil Wayne feature and he'll still rap anybody up under a school bus any given day. Like that's one thing you cannot deny Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is still a great rapper and still probably absolutely the best feature for your dollar. So again, like I said, I'll play this clip.
This weekend, Turning Point USA just held what my friend Lauren has been affectionately calling Kirkchella in Arizona. It was the Turning Point America Fest. Anyway, Nicki Minaj was there, and she publicly on stage not only endorsed Donald Trump and MAGA, but also said that Black women need to stop blaming white women for everything. I am going to hope and pray that this puts the Nicki Minaj stans in the gay community finally in their place. Because whether it is Nicki clinging to the MAGA movement and Donald Trump for some shred of relevancy, or the fact that she's married to a offender who a high school aged girl with a knife, a girl that Nicki knew, or the fact that Nicki paid for her brother's legal fees after he a 12-year-old girl and then paid for a private investigator to stalk and harass said 12-year-old girl. Barbs, I need you to be so fucking for real. Bottom line is this washed up, transphobic, homophobic, grifting, PDF file defending weirdo has got to go. And gay club DJs, I need you to expeditiously get her off of your fucking playlists. This
again, like I said, we can end it with that. And one thing I will do real quick, because I mean, of course, I feel like you can feel however you want to feel about Donald Trump. One thing I will give him credit for is and because I do live in the DMV area, so I know a lot of federal government employees can appreciate having Christmas Eve off now and also having the day after Christmas. He has put in a he's put in a new I guess making it a new holiday where these are federal holidays now, so people don't have to sit here and use their paid leave to sit here, or their, what is it, PTO, personal time, is that what that's called? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't have to use that no more for your Christmas Eve, because I'm sure a lot of people 9 times out of 10, especially working class parents or single parents, especially single moms or even single dads, and you sit here trying to like stretch it close to that Christmas Eve, and you kind of even be debating if you're going to work or not. So the fact that now that they giving that a federal holiday, I mean, it don't matter.
It ain't for everybody though.
What you mean? What you mean it's not for everybody? Who is it for and who is not for?
It wouldn't be for everybody like they did last year. What was that? What was last year? Was the week? What was the one when it was the weekend last year?
I don't know.
I know one. I want to say it was. It was last year. It was one of them when they did like because it fell on the weekend and they gave you that Christmas Eve off. I think it might have been when Joe Biden was in there. They did it, but it's not for, like I said, it's not a federal holiday for everybody. He's trying to put it in where like, all right, they don't charge you for, but it's not for everybody. Everybody don't get those holidays off because, like you said, you only get a certain amount of holidays. So like even for us. So if they sit here and increment those two as a holiday, then you're gonna sit here and take away. All right, you gotta take away some other holidays.
But I'm sure. I guess if I'm a parent though, realistically, okay, cool. Take away the other holidays. This holiday to me, if we talking about just for parents, I'm not, because I'm sure people, if you ain't got no kids, you don't give a damn about none of them holidays. You'll probably still take it and get the time and a half or the double time or whatever the case may be. But I'm talking about for people who parents. Okay, if they take away your Veterans Day, you give a fuck about Veterans Day more than Christmas Eve or the day after Christmas? Like, what we talking about? Like, take them. You can take them, nigga. You could, even if I'm a parent, I can rather give up Memorial Day or 4th of July or Labor Day or one of them other days outside of Christmas Eve and the day after Christmas. That to me seems, especially if you're a parent and you're an active parent, I think that day seems a little bit more important than sitting here saying, y'all. I mean, they give you endless random ass federal holidays that you can sit here and take on the chin and be like, all right, cool, I'll just work on that one instead of working Christmas Eve or working the day after Christmas. So again, like I said, I just, you can feel however you want to feel about them, but I mean, sometimes you just got to give credit where credit is due. And I also want to give them, the gas prices is getting lower and lower by the day. So again, shout outs to that. I'm not sitting here making it seem like I'm some Trumper, but I will sit here when there's certain things that I can see that you can give somebody credit for. I do feel like you should give them credit, because them gas prices definitely be going down by the day. I ain't gonna lie. I want to say gas today was like $2.62 or something like that. That to me, that's cool. That's good money. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. So again, you give them credit for that. Real quick, because we kept talking.